sentence, right, could be between 2 and 20 years. So the max sentence is 20 years, right? Actually, let me see. I don't know if there's different degrees to manslaughter in there. Okay, manslaughter is charged as a second degree felony, and it happens when death of someone occurs by recklessness, no premeditation. That's why it's not the level of murder charge. Okay? Here we go. See, vehicular manslaughter is like if you race in a car, you race in a car with your homie, and then you kill somebody. You ain't planning to kill somebody, but you did. Penalties for it. Fines up to $10,000, 2 and 20 years. And yeah, who knows? You could get 5 years. You could get 10 years. Honestly, that's all about discretion of how hard the prosecutor is going and how much the judge feels that person should be punished. Now, granted, this is going to be taken into consideration. The mere fact you let off a gun in a crowded area, it's not going to be whatever. But anyway, and you see defenses to manslaughter. The clear one is self-defense, right? But still, and I don't know if this works like this in Texas, but you might be able to, if you successfully prove self-defense, the person you were defending yourself against, they then become liable for the charge, even if you shot the person. Like we saw that with Lil J, right? I don't know if y'all remember that. With Lil J in Chicago, when he went to jail for someone with him. It was niggas with him and some other niggas, and there was like a shootout. The people with him got shot, and he got charged for that. So when you're supposedly the aggressor, even if your man's got, just like with YoungBoy, when YoungBoy and them went to go do the drive-by, right? One of the charges he caught was that NBA YoungBoy's man got shot in the neck. They charged YoungBoy for that. You get what I mean? So if you have, which I don't think that dude has any type of, again, I'm not no lawyer, so I'm just kind of like just talking it through. I don't know if self-defense will work for him. The nigga literally has his gun out the whole time. You know what I mean? It looks like he's, granted, and this is where I might be wrong again, this is not Florida, this is Texas, which is an open carry state. So technically there's no crime with him having his gun out like that. There's no crime. But if self-defense has a lot to do with proven intent. You know what I mean? Like, hey, did you only use the gun to try to protect your life or the life of someone else? And that got to be what's going to be used in court, which here's the next part we're going to have to think about. For him to possibly get self-defense, or how court is probably going to go, because his team is going to use self-defense. And y'all tell me if it's fucked up. Quavo would most likely have to be involved in the case to say, yes, he pulled that gun out to defend me. Because the way how self-defense works is not only defending your own life, it's defending the life of somebody you're with. So that's how security could get away with shit like that, right? If they kill somebody and they're like, well, it's self-defense, so if they're defending that person's life, who they're guarding, it works. If TakeOff basically, no, not TakeOff, I'm not saying wrong. If Quavo is somehow, involved in the case, and whether, I don't necessarily say taking a stand or nothing like that, but like, if he basically lets the prosecutor know that, yeah, that dude was defending my life, that might get charges to look a little bit different. Do you get what I mean? So this is going, now here's the thing. Let's look up the other way. Murder charges. Murder charges in Texas, you're fucked. Murder charges, Texas. Okay. So you have murder, you got capital murder. Now, capital murder is when you kill a cop, they're frying you, nigga. Like, nigga, they're frying you. Death penalty all the way. Once it says, homicide becomes capital murder when someone murders a cop, firefighter, a cop on duty, or employee of a penal institution. When more than one person is killed during a criminal act. Okay. So if you kill 2 people, it's also capital murder. Okay. Or when the victim is under 10 years of age, which means it's a kid, a capital murder charge results. A death that occurs during the commission of a attempted commission of kidnapping, robbery. Okay, so if you try to do another crime, okay, so it's easy to get a capital murder charge out here. So if you kill somebody while you're trying to do another crime, which means you're trying to rape him, you're trying to kidnap him, rob him, trying to do burglary or arson, it becomes capital murder as well. If someone else pays someone else to do the murder, or has been paid, they get charged with capital murder. God damn. For a person